Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea&Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So as always, I'm really excited to share with you this potion bottle mold, and this is by Molds and Shapes. So this is their mini bottles, spell bottles. So this comes in two styles. You get the keychain style, the key ring, or any other options, or you get the plain ones. So I got the key ring style, but today I'm going to make the apothecary bottles. So this is really fun. I'm going to start making the bottles. So I will be using transparent resin, white resin, and the black resin, and all the bottles will be on a same theme here. So I will be just pouring this in different styles. So for my first one, I'm just going to pour it on the edges, and in the center I will be pouring the clear resin. So here I'm just selecting the one that I'm going to use and do the style with. So here simply I'm just doing the edging, and after that I will be pouring the clear resin into the center. And with the help of a toothpick, I'm very carefully just doing on the edges so that there are no air bubbles and the resin reaches everywhere. So I made an inlay. So this is a silicone skull inlay. So I'm just going to put this. So this will go act as a mold. So I'm going to put this in the first bottle now. So later when my resin is cured, I'm going to pull this out. So unfortunately for a few of my bottles, my video, I don't know what happened, and I really don't have the video for that. But I'm going to explain you how I did the rest of the bottles. So as I explain you that they were made very simply. So after the skull one, I simply poured the black resin and then I added a clear resin on the top, and next to this there is a snake. So this is the mold for the snake. I simply poured white resin into the mold, and then when the snake was cured, I poured clear resin and they put this snake into the center. And for the next one, it's just dried and mushroom into clear resin. The right side, it is the bottle. I did the black edging and I poured clear resin in the center. So this is a cabochon. I made a mold. It's again an inlay mold. So it's when the resin is cured, I'm going to remove that. And then the other one, next bottle below, I added very little black resin on the edges. Then I added the real moss. To this, I added some Orof fantasy film. That's it. For the rest of the two, here I am mixing a little bit of glow in the dark powder, and I'm just putting a little bit of that like this into the bottle. And then I will be adding this glow in the dark into the one that I added the moss. And for the last one, I'm going to pour some resin, clear resin, into the bottle. And then I added some red crystals on the edges. So that's what I did with the bottle. And later on, I added a little bit of red pigment. That I did in the later. So now I'm going to remove the inlay, the skull one that I told you. So I did made this out of very soft silicone, so that's why it's a bit very soft, but it did make the skull, and I got the design here. So it is out of the resin, and for the below one, that's like the cabochon. And now I'm going to pour some white resin into the skull just to highlight it. And here, after filling the skull, just as I explained, that I'm going to add a little bit of red pigment into the resin, and I'm creating the bloody sort of effect here. So it's going to be a red smoky sort of look here. And now to the back one, where I poured some glow in the dark resin, and now I just did the black on the edges same, and then in the center I'm just pouring the clear resin. In the snake one, I did pour some Pinata brass alcohol ink just to give it a bit gold touch. That's it. So the basic bottles are done now. I will leave them to cure, and then I will see you next day. So this is the next day. So I've been making this bottle for a few days now. So now it's time to demold each one of them. So this is the one with the dried mushrooms that I explained. So I simply arranged the mushroom in the bottles, and this is the one with the snake. So I was deciding on which side. Later on I thought white one is the best. This is the clear one, just black and the clear, and this is the skull one that I made. So this is how the skull is looking like. It turned out to be really amazing. And then this is the one with the glow in the dark powder, and this is the one where I added some crystals, red crystals, and then the red smoky effect. And then this is the one with the moss and the fantasy film. And this is the one that I had the cabochon in. So I'm going to fill the back of this now. So first of all, I'm just going to arrange the bottles and we will see how they are looking like. This is such a fun mold. I really love the design of this mold. So I think I will be keeping the white side up. So for this one, now I'm going to do what I will be doing a little bit more. I'm just selecting the side. So I will be pouring some clear UV resin on the top of this bottle. And just going to spread a little bit, and after that I'm going outside, and here I tried to find the webs. No spider was harmed in this, in the best places, so I knew that this is going to be damaged anyway. So I just sprayed it, and now I've very quickly, the one that I applied the UV resin, now I'm going to select the side, and very quickly this is going to happen now. So I have a complete tutorial on this. I made coaster last year. So here we go, and this is the web that I picked. So then I left it to cure under the UV lamp, and now I'm going to put some names to this bottle. So these are all the tags that I have. So this took me some time. I did select the one that I want to put, and then I have few designs of the same labels. So, and then I was looking at where I have to place them. So this is what I will be doing here now. So in this way, it gives a very realistic look to the bottles. So I think this is going to be the gillyweed bottle. Really perfect for that. So I'm going to select the one that is suitable for this one. And now for this one, I just put some more fantasy film in the back of this cabochon like this. So this is the size I cut from the fantasy film. And now I'm going to pour some UV resin, and then I'm going to put this into the center like this. And this is the web one. So this was so fun to put all the labels. So this is how it's looking like after putting the fantasy film on the back. So I'm going to put the label of unicorn blood on this one. As it is very whimsical. And here we go. All the bottles have now the labels, and now this is how they are looking like. I am so loving them. Now the next step is that you can leave them like that. You can make a set of keychains. You can give them as a gift. It's really up to you, but I'm going to give them a display. So next step is that I'm going to do that. So this is the frame that I prepare. So I did the edges black, and in the center I did a whitewash. I wanted to give you can say a very old look to this, a distressed look. Now I'm going to use the glue and I'm going to put one by one of these bottles into the display. So this is going to be a display cabinet for me. And again, this is the next day and my bottles are all dried up and they are perfect onto the display. Now I want to decorate the edges. For this, I am using UV resin and I'm putting it into the design mold. So you can use normal resin as well, but I just went with the UV resin. And now I'm arranging them. Later on, after that, I'm going to use my acrylic black paint and I'm going to brush all of them. So this is the mold that I used. And I applied these designs with the help of a glue gun, and now I'm just simply painting them in the black color. So these are all dried now. So I'm going to use this gilding wax on the top of the embellishment just to highlight them. So now is the last step, and the last step is that we need to name this. So this is going to be the tag here, Apothecary bottles. So I'm going to put this down here. I'm so happy how it turned out. Just need to think that what should be the end result and how you want them to be finished. So this was my take on them. So on the holes, where because these are keychains, there were holes, so I put a little pearl into each hole. So now it is all done and complete. I am going to put a little bit of glue underneath this label. So this label is also made out of a tag label. So this was actually not planned. I just found this because I had some leftover resin and I just poured it into the mold, and this is so perfect for this. And then after that, I'm going to apply a little bit of golden, the same gilding wax on the edges of this label here. And now I will show you the final look. So here we go. This is the final look of the Apothecary bottles. Believe me, I was working on these bottles on and off. This is the reason I think the footage somehow got deleted, and I was really sad about that. But in the end, I did explain to you, and there was some designs of the bottle available. So I hope rest of them were not so difficult and you understand what I did. So I have given you a basic idea of how you can use this mold. Also, a different variation on that. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, please do let me know in comments, and also please like, subscribe and share, and I will link everything in my description. And take good care of yourself. Bye bye.